Hello, good morning to you. It's now time for business. The Bank of Ghana is taking steps to ensure that struggling banks do not collapse as a result of the new capital levels set. We have details on the proposed fund in the following report.
Sources say the fine details of this proposed fund will be made known after June. This is because at the time, the Bank of Ghana will be able to establish banks that cannot really meet the new minimum capital requirement of 400 million cedis before the December 31 deadline. The move would also ensure that there is no excuse for banks that may not meet the new levels and would not want to merge. Joy Business is also learning it could be another way of dealing with the local banks that are currently pushing for the deadline meeting the 400 million cedis to be staggered over 4 years. It is, however, unclear for now how this will be administered. That is, whether it will be as a revolving fund or it will be as a loan to these banks wanting to merge, or later be converted as equity in banks that the Bank of Ghana supported. The Bank of Ghana recently indicated that it is taking steps to the banks that cannot meet the deadline way before the deadline. A recent report by the Bank of Ghana showed that it has spent over 5 billion cedis in supporting troubled banks' liquidity support.
Now, Ghana and Mexico have started bilateral discussions that could see international airlines flying direct services between the two countries in the near future. Engaging the media after a courtesy call on the Minister for Aviation, the Mexican High Commissioner to Ghana, Maria de los Angeles Ariola Aguirre, said the move ties in well with both countries' vision of becoming aviation hubs.
The move comes as the Aviation Ministry continues to engage investors in its quest to make Ghana a hub in aviation. Direct flights between the two countries will cover relatively shorter distance as compared to the current situation, which requires transiting through South Africa, Europe, or the USA before arriving in Mexico. Speaking with the media after a courtesy call on the Minister for Aviation in Accra, the Mexican High Commissioner to Ghana said creating a direct flight will open Africa to Latin America.
We are today constructing a new airport. So this new airport will allow, when it is finishing its first stage for 2022 more or less, to get the capacity of receiving 95 million visitors per year. But the issue for me is that if we're going to have this airport, that means that in the middle term, Mexico and Ghana can turn also very strategic countries to receive direct flights in this same road from Mexico City to Accra and Accra, Mexico, considering that Accra is also a hub and it's working also to be a bigger hub for flights from Africa to other parts of the world. Mexico is doing the same with this big project of airport, and what we want to do is to start today while the airports are in construction. Bilateral agenda.
On her part, the Minister for Aviation, Cecilia Dapa, welcomed the gesture and promised to expedite moves to bring the collaboration to fruition.
We need to make it profitable.
Exactly.
For our business people to help us forge this relationship. The acquisition of these aircrafts is not an easy project, and there must be the passenger throughput to make sure this is reasonable and profitable. You can't just get up one day and say, I'm going to travel by air. Bring the airplane and let me sit in and go. It takes processes. Correct. So I believe this bilateral talk is very important. It's the way forward, and I will bring in my colleague, the tourism minister, and we can combine business with tourism.
Correct.
And that is also one way that we can help both countries to achieve something out of the relationship in the aviation sector.
Sheila Tamaklo for Joy Business.
And that's all in business this morning. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji Riafi. Have a good morning. Thank you.